Our next reader, Jackie Dooley, is probably still a writer, but who knows what that means anymore. Anyway, she's not a robot, but that's exactly what a robot would say. Jackie Dooley.
I should have said you could get the hummingbird tattoo all those years ago, but you were only 15 and you were incredibly sick. I was worried you'd get an infection. I think that's why I became obsessed with seeing a hummingbird after you died. I was sure it would be a sign. It didn't occur to me to attract them to the yard until a friend gave me a nectar feeder. I hung the gifted feeder on a pole and tied bright red ribbons to a dozen tree branches. The hummingbirds appeared in July around the same time the hibiscus bloomed. They stayed all summer, a family of 4. I watched them for hours. They were my only solace. Hummingbirds don't hang around all year. It broke my heart when they left in September, but many other birds remained. I began to experiment with seed feeders. After years of trial and error, I have 4 feeders hanging from a stand that Dad made me last year for Mother's Day. Each feeder contains a different type of seed to attract a wide variety of birds. My favorites are cardinals and black-capped chickadees. I love birds because they remind me of you and because they're proof that life keeps going, even when something terrible happens. Let me tell you about my garden. A few years ago, I planted flowers against the house where all those weeds used to be. At first, it was just annuals, mainly marigolds for your Day of the Dead altar. There were always tulips and crocuses there, but I added 5 different kinds of coneflower. I call it Coneflower Corner. I also planted blue salvia, lobelia, lavender, and a single hydrangea bush. It's become a ritual to add to my garden every year. It's satisfying to drop a newly purchased plant into the ground and say, "You're home now," as I pull the soil in around it. Luna died last summer. It was sudden and heartbreaking. I hope she showed up beside you in eternity, purring and content. On the same day we lost her, we were approved to adopt a puppy from a shelter. The timing was so perfect that we knew it had to be your doing. We adopted her in July and named her Clementine. She is an absolute love. She and Rue are best buddies, even though he wasn't so sure about the whole puppy thing at first. Rue is an old dog now. His muzzle is white, and he's had 2 cancer scares. Can you believe he'll be 11 in November? I love him with my whole heart. I'm convinced that when you asked for a puppy in your final year of life, you did it more for me than for you. I still hate March. I hate how the first day of spring almost always arrives 2 days before the anniversary of your death. I hate that you never got to see the magnolia tree bloom. For so many years, I hated that tree for blooming without you. I hated spring for the explosion of life that occurred just weeks after you died. But I've grown to love it again. Spring's become my favorite time of year because the hummingbirds return, the flowers start to bloom, and I get to add something new to the garden. After 9 years without you, I've learned the lesson of seasons. There's no rushing them, no avoiding them. I guess I'm an old dog too. Time has reshaped me. Grief has worn me down, but now I'm someone who pays attention. I'm someone who plants flowers and loves birds. I'm someone who believes that there is a place our souls go after we die, and that you're in that place, waiting to show me your hummingbird tattoo.